Yeah, the two biggest concerns were cost and time. So, once we went through the initial hurdle, talking through how much it was going to cost and put together a very like basic black and white structure of what it would cost on a per site basis, per unit basis,
Mhm.
it was really easy for us to look at the whole project and say, okay, this is what it's going to cost, per install. This is what it's going to cost as a whole.
Mhm.
Then we could look at, okay, what do we think? What are we willing to sacrifice internally to do this in house? What is that going to cost us? Kind of compare the two. And then once we, made that decision of that, that cost, the cost benefit was there and it was worth, working this through Pulsa, third party.
Mhm.
The secondary concern was really time. I know Greg mentioned earlier, how long did he want to drive his dispatchers insane by running two platforms? I was really hell bent on not doing that for very long, because it's just no good. That it's really garbage when you're trying to look at two different platforms and two different data sets. And the quicker you can get everything on one data set, and you're managing it between one platform as opposed to having to bounce between the two, it's just no good. So the secondary concern, once we got over the pricing hurdle of what that would look like, was time. And like I said, that's where once we walked through how it was going to look and how the communication was, and Pulsa did a really good job of being transparent and kind of, you could visually see, we did something through project management software, and we could see exactly what's going on,
Yep.
pictures. It was really organized. Every site, every time something was done, you got pictures, you could see how things were tracking, you could see what was used. So it was very transparent, and once we got going, that's where it really, uh, Pulsar really shone. With, you mentioned Murphy. Murphy was awesome. I mean, he knocked it out of the park.